I don't really want to make this video. I feel like a bit of a failure because I have not got much animating done at all lately. I've contemplated skipping another release episode, and I had to check myself. I had to remind myself that the purpose of these videos, of this channel, is to share the ups and the downs of my progress trying to start this animation studio. So with that said, let me explain what I've been doing. So one of the things that I was trying to do was develop my parts and characters in Adobe Illustrator, export out as SVG files, and bring them into Tahoma2D. In Adobe Animate, when I was using that, it was very straightforward. Again, this is Adobe to Adobe products. I was able to make an SVG file that was layered. I could bring it straight in, and it would separate into different layers inside of Adobe Animate. My attempts to do that in Tahoma2D did not work so well. I'll post a video up here. You guys can see some of the excitement I had. The parts were not coming in anywhere near like I expected them to. I was having to bring in component by component as individual items into individual layers instead of one import separating. There may be a better way to do that. I just couldn't figure it out. After a lot of trial and error and some web searching, I somehow was able to get the SVG files to come in. I was able to then connect all the assets together into a working model. It did teach me quite a lot. I think the biggest takeaway for me was I will probably not be creating SVG files and vector artwork outside of Tahoma2D. There are enough tools and they're developed enough inside of Tahoma2D that I think any vector drawings that I need to do, I will just do within the Tahoma software itself and not worry about trying to import. Because as you saw in that video, it was a nightmare for me. I'll try to put another video up here of me trying to work with the bones. The idea behind the bones was supposed to actually make animating faster for me. The thought process was I could create a model, put the bone structure in it, and have that base model and be able to just do numerous animations with it. So I could, in this case, do several different walk cycles with the same model. I had used bones in models, 3D models years ago in Blender 3D. While I wasn't exactly proficient at it, it made sense to me and they seemed to work. My trials with bones inside of Tahoma2D were not successful at all. The bones did not have the controllers that I wanted, and I was really struggling trying to get the animation to do what I wanted it to do. So much to the point that I don't think it's worth my time, at least right now, to even try to figure out how to use bones anymore. I am just going to parking lot that for a while. I may revisit it in the future, but for now, I think that if I just try to use the mesh animation on objects or just keyframe to keyframe animation with objects, I will be able to do much faster animation. Again, I don't think it's worth it, or I don't think I need to give it up. I just think that for the time, while I'm trying to get through this learning process to work through my 50 sprints, it is just not worth fighting that fight. Outside of fighting the vectors, the SVG files, and the bone structures, I had some other opportunities come up. 2 years ago with Crazy Kudu, I had the potential to do some aerial photography for a couple clients, and I invested the time and the resources into getting a 107 drone license. I am a licensed drone pilot. I got a drone and the opportunities fell through, and I really have not done much with my drone at all. very recently, another opportunity came up for the potential of doing aerial photography. Nothing is finalized on it yet, but it got my creative thoughts going again. And I realized actually that after 2 years, my license was about to expire. So I had to take the time, get back on the FAA website, do some refresher courses, and take another test to renew my license. The good thing is it was much simpler this time around than it was the first time. But it did take time just to go through the resources, watch all the tutorials and the videos, read the articles, and then take the test. I did pass, so my license has been renewed for another 2 years. I don't know if this will pan out or not, but it's an opportunity, and I'm never going to shy away from opportunities if they come up. So it was worth me taking the time to do that, but it did take away from the studio. At right about the same time this was happening, I have pretty much hung up my hat on doing logo designs for people. With so much out there available through AI, there's just a lot of good software out there that is able to create logos for people that are acceptable to them. In my opinion, they're not as professional. A lot of it looks like AI slop, but people are willing to accept that. And I'm not going to begrudge them, but I have also stopped pursuing that as a viable revenue stream. I did not do my logo designs cheap. I know some people charged a whole lot more for them, but definitely not Fiverr level. I charged what I thought was a fair rate. It's just a lot of people don't want to pay that anymore when they can go on to Wix, Canva, any of these other sites, and put in prompts and come up with something they're happy with. I have no problem with that, but I just stopped doing it. But that said, I had a friend call me up that is going to start a new company and asked me to do a logo design for him. Again, he's a friend of mine, and I'm definitely not going to turn down opportunities for revenue. So we met, we discussed what he wanted, and I spent a fair amount of time coming up with a number of concepts for him and some color mood boards to try to get the feel for what he wanted to. Again, a lot of fun with that. That's where my background is, but it took time away from animating. Don't regret it. Had a lot of fun doing it. Matter of fact, the proofs have been sent off. I contacted them earlier today to make sure everything was fine with it. He is going over those now. Depending on what he says, I may or may not show them so you guys can see some of the stuff I've been working on. But it has taken away from Kudu animations. But I think everything's cleared up and we are ready to move forward. I do spend time looking at animation websites and animation YouTube channels. I do like to support the people out there that are doing animation. I'd like to give a shout out to Brooks Eggleston. He has an animation channel dealing a lot with character animation and character design. He has written a book, Character Design Made Easy. I'm willing to help support other channels out there, so if memory serves, this is actually a very recent release. I did purchase it. I have pretty good concept of what I want for characters, but as I move forward, I will probably be wanting to develop new characters. So during some of my free times during the day at my regular job, my lunch breaks, I've just now started reading this. I'll try to give you guys a better idea of what I think about this book. The very beginning of the book is pretty basic stuff, and for somebody who's been doing art for the better part of damn near 50 years now, it's really basic. But I think for people who don't have a lot of experience, this book would be fantastic. So far, I have no regrets purchasing it. Again, I don't think I'm learning an enormous amount out of it, but anything that is going to help trigger creative juices in my mind, I am all for it. And by purchasing this, I know that I'm helping another animator out there, and I am all about supporting people in our animation community. So again, Brooks Eggleston, Character Design Made Easy. I will see if I can remember to put a link down in the description where his channel is if you want to take a look at this, or I believe it is on Amazon as well. I got this through his website to support him and help him out. So shout out to Brooks. I know I started this video off by saying I felt kind of like a failure, and seeing some of the videos that I've posted, there have been a lot of fail forward moments for me recently. I don't want to think of this as defeat at this point in time. I think of it more as just clearing the weeds out of the path so I have a straight shot forward. I think I'm cleared everything up, so I am back into Tahoma2D and moving forward on finishing these walk cycles. I have a big, huge mental block against them. I have made no bones about it. Out of all the stuff I've learned, I don't know what it is about walk cycles that just terrify me. I've done a number of them. I think I posted some last week, working on some more this week. I am going to this near future, this next week and a half, I'm going to try to plug away and get through these various walks that I have on my sprint sheet. There's a link below if you guys want to grab a copy of that and see. Once I get through those, then I will start moving on to other facial animations, head turns, get more into that, and we can start moving forward. Again, my goal is to get through my 50 sprint, and then very much want to do my little 1 to 2 minute shorts with Eep and Doodle, but Christmas special is what I'm trying to get forward to. It is June already. It's hard to believe, which leaves me very little time to actually get something done for Christmas. So we're just gonna have to see how that pans out. So my plan is this week to work on the walk cycles. God willing, the creek don't rise. I will get those finished and we will move on. So not a truly exciting week, but I hope you enjoyed this. Where is he? Down over here. Here's Jerry pushing that little subscribe button. Please follow his lead. Hop on that subscribe button if you want to watch me blunder through trying to learn animation. Leave a comment if you've ever had a week like this where you had to step away from your goals to work on other projects. Just like to know what you guys are doing out there. Until next week, see ya.